Hello everyone, Jacketing here. Welcome to very foggy Road America. Now, Road America has been one of our favorite tracks. Really enjoy it. Really high speed, really fast flowing. Some of the best corners in the world. The King, Carousel, Turn 1. There are corners that are just like, oh, I love it. But something very important to mention. Last year, it was a place of major heartbreak. I think we had the pace to win it, and then right at the end the splitter ended up having a major failure, which is really my mistake because I broke it. I heard it a couple months earlier. So this year we kind of come back with a little fire inside me, you know, trying to do well, trying to take home that win that we kind of missed out on last year. This is kind of our part 3 of our time attack North America tour, after Long Beach and then VIR, and now we come back to kind of home court, Road America. Supra hasn't seen much changes, but the one change that is actually the most important probably, the Nankang CR1 is back, but now known as the CRS. Legal reasons. This is CR1 is slightly more legal North American cousin. More interestingly than a name change, the CR1/CRS gets this new size, and you may be able to tell, extra sidewall. 275, 40, 18. New sizes are available. We're doing this front and rear. Trust me, this is a size I've been begging for Nankang to make because this is the Supra OEM tire size. We've only got one set, but there are some people, other retailers who have available. So if you do need them, hit them up. My go-to recommendation for any Supra hidden track is maintain the stock gear ratio, and it's going to really help our performance here. Not only does it give us a little bit more ride height to play with, but having the gear ratio back to where it's supposed to be is really going to help us in terms of running our car throughout the RPM. So looking forward to what the Supra can do. Goal is a 217, if not 16. I think the car's easily got it. Haru's here with the Veloster and Velobster. Kill soil, drop oil, PhD landscaping service. Thanks Penguin for the sticker. Alex likes it. Big Boss Zoe driving the Porsche GT3 with the new wheels. Prototype Titan 7 TS5s. Technical strut pattern is 1x0.
1x0, yes.
It's 1x0 because it's, you know, it's nerd jokes. New splitter from Verus Engineering, slightly revision, much larger in terms of radius all the way around. Just looks more correct, my guy.
Yes. Matches the weight balance front and rear aero. The look,
yeah,
actually matches better. And from testing, it should work better too.
It should work better. Oh, next guy in the lineup, our Supra boy, the local Chicago PhD Racing teammate, Jerry, 2021 Supra. We recently found out that his car has a locked ECU, which, you know, I think he's mildly sad about. It just means we get to. We get to sell him more parts. We get to help him progress the suspensions that are better.
Yeah,
we'll go with that.
And driving.
Over here, everybody respect the legend. This is now Little Chi, Gridlife Street GT event winner, Heartland winner. Okay. Also because he's the only one who showed up. But it'll be cool to see these two battle in the Street GT and see how they go, and it'll be fun. Alex and Zoe is not doing a time attack this weekend. Alex is a little tired from the whole 6,000 miles of road tripping. Way too much. So they're doing HPD intermediate street class with Haru and the Velobster, and we're doing street mod, obviously. Gonna be a good time. Got excited. All right, let's go. fluffed it, but it's okay. It's I am very chill and very relaxed, and the car is working exactly how I want it to. So it's hard to be better than that. It's really, really nice to drive right now. It's so easy. I got overzealous with how much rear grip I had, and I just tried to roll more speed into it, and the rear just got around on me. So not a big issue. I will slow that corner down just a tad bit and smooth the steering wheel. Smoother, I should say. Because right now it's just such a fucking joy to drive. It's so amazing. It feels impeccable. That's the right word. Yeah. Session 1 went really well. Surprising in a good way. Surprising in a very fulfilling and very happy way. It's performing exactly as we expected. By which I mean it's performing flipping fantastically. The car's got a lot more left in it, and I'm just slowly getting there, you know, not really pushing it. And you know, people are struggling to find grip, and you know, Ferris bailed on the coming onto the front straight, saying there was no grip on the braking, and I don't know. I think I had no issues. I don't feel the best physically speaking, because we had to wake up quite early, like 4 o'clock, just to get to Road America in time. It's really like very mental thing. If I don't feel 100%, then I'm not gonna risk damaging the car again like I did at VIR. At the same time, as you get more and more tired, the judgment and the decision making slows down, and this track you can't do that. So still pretty good, happy with it. 219s already broke our street mod record. I was gonna say our street mod record. Already broke the street mod record from last year with first lap when track was a little damp. That's how easy this car is right now. It's effortless. Plenty left to go. We're gonna start turning it up a little bit. Throw a little more power at it, throw a better driver at it, a little more driver mod, and practice getting off the brakes earlier. I had 8/10 indicated on the second lap, but I messed it up, so I know there's more in it. So. Everything okay?
Yeah. We're
car's having some weird brake problems.
Locks up and spins, and I'm like, what the fuck?
No, just making sure you're good. Just take it easy, yeah?
Thank you, man.
Alex, something's not right. The steering feels like it's caught off center, and it wasn't like that. Well, the last session, the car didn't feel quite right by the end of it. I thought it might have something to do with excessive curb use. I'll let Alex explain it.
So basically, I think just the extra oscillation when you hit those like very aggressive rumbles, you just pop the spring seat out. Pop. And somebody,
oh yeah.
Yeah. Look
Look at that. It's straight on. It's resting on the chassis instead of rested fully.
Yeah, so that's why the car probably feeling weird. But somebody specifically advised all our other drivers stay off the rumble strip.
Yes.
And guess what? Daniel told me when he saw you coming out turn 14 last session.
What did he do?
So he's like, he's all the way on the rumble strips.
Guilty as charged. I did it wrong, but at least Alex fixed it. It just popped it back in. Now you can see it's fully seated in the chassis.
Charge pipe.
What?
Charge pipe.
Oh, all right, bring it back.
Bit of a gloomy day. Bit of a gloomy start today too. It's not a lot of sun, but at least there's no fog today, which is nice. Fog yesterday kind of screwed up everybody. Everybody only got like 3 hot laps per session, which on this track, you know, is absolutely not enough. So on the plus side, the Supra did do pretty well. I got thrown off by that Camaro spinning out behind us. Mike was okay, thankfully, but it was kind of hairy going to turn 5 at a decent chunk of speed, and then just see that Camaro close up in my mirrors. It's just peripheral. I see him coming down, and I see him twitch, and I know he's like just sliding straight towards us, and kind of takes you out of like the rhythm, you know, for a second. So the rest of the corners weren't quite perfect, and then turn 14, that coolant dry kind of messed us up a little bit as well. Car had more than an 18 is what I'm trying to say, right? If the condition isn't perfect, I'm still gonna just go and have fun and enjoy it, because Supra is just awesome right now. For those of you asking why we haven't fixed the charge pipe issue once and for all, because we've had a lot of events and we've been on the road a lot. Probably looking into over the winter, getting some final plans done, but otherwise, happy for the day, happy for just to relax and enjoy it. Regardless, the 218 is still 3 damn seconds quicker than the Street Mod record last year. Do I think it could be in the 17s and 16s? Abso-freaking-lutely. You saw how much time I lost just to the final corner. I lost like 6'10", 7'10". I hope it dries up a little more than this. You can tell from that tent over there how dry it's supposed to be and how wet it is actually right now. caught in this very weird zone of like, okay, it's not raining, but it is looking gloomy as hell. First session was really decently wet, so we just went out and had as much fun as we could. 243 in the damp condition, which was decently fast for first overall. Happy with it. Next car was a 255. This session we just ran a 218.4, so backed up whatever we were running yesterday, was a 218.07. But it felt like it was a little bit loose on going into carousel. I could carry more speed into a couple corners, and I just couldn't lean on the throttle quite as hard on the exit, which explained, I think there was about a second and a half left to go. I really hope there was picking up a little bit of wind, but we don't have the sun. That's a problem. So hopefully the wind can blow some of the track, like blow it dry, blow it clean, so that 130, our last session of the weekend, I can actually have one last chance, because I think the car deserves it. The car deserves to have a 17 at the very least. So that's kind of my goal now. Like, forget about 16s. Let's just try and go for a 17 and then call it that, right? I feel like I drove better on the second lap. It was a little neater, a little cleaner everywhere, but the first lap had a little bit more power at the end.
Good.
It's okay?
Thank you.
The car, I think it just got to either fuel starve or maybe IAT at the end, because it's this is like 8 miles of wide open throttle. People do quarter mile with IATs. We just did 8 miles straight. The car is gonna be heat soaking at some point. So I think maybe that's where it hit it, because I think we lost power right at the very end, and it was still a 2:17.43. I don't know if it was any faster. We might just be a hair slow on the second lap, but I don't care. I've drove my best. I think that lap would have been close to a 16. Alex is clapping.
4.7 versus 4.5.
That's as good as I could have done it.
Sick.
I'm like sweating hard right now. I did 125 to the kink. Sideways. Sideways. This fucking car, dude. So good. 2:17.45. Very incidentally, the lap time almost matches our lap time from Coda, the Super lap. Overwhelmed really, because the car's been so good this weekend. That last session I gave it everything I got. I've not driven a car in which so many of Road America's corners are just lift, turn, go. Like, we're talking carousel becomes a lift, turn, go corner. We're talking turn 7, that's a lift and go. We're talking turn 13, lift, turn, and then just get on the throttle and rely on the downforce of the car and just let it hang on. And it really does hang on. So thank you Nankai Motorsport for the CRS 275/40 18. I think they worked like magic for the car. Spage and Verse aero together has created one of the most impressive aero packages I think you could find in this class, and it's next level, and it's all thanks to this piece of very, very intricate splitter. Thank you AMS for what was basically an incredible power package that, you know, we have some niggles. Everything else in terms of the turbo system, in terms of cooling, it really is pretty next level. I don't think I've ever driven a car that just felt so at one with me. Also a huge shout out to the suspension department. Everything from Reinhard coilovers, SPL control arms, our iBox sway bars, and springs as well. And our Titan 7 wheels also for providing the strength that all the stress and strains of this track takes. I feel amazing for being able to pilot a car that we put together that is as strong and as amazing as that. So yeah, thank you Alex. I'm going to say it, this is the best car I've ever driven. Ever driven. Thank you Titan Motorsport. The first surge tank system actually worked incredibly this time. Last year we started having fuel starve after 1 lap. This year we're running it all the way down. Last gallon or 2 of fuel and 0 fuel starve problem at all the way through. Thank you CSG for the reliable brake pads. I mean, you saw the amount of braking and consistency that we're able to get out of it, and the car just pulls up every single time. Thank you Koyo for the reliable cooling package on the engine side. Thank you TF Works for all the support throughout the years. It's been amazing, and I think this championship that we finally just clinched this event really speaks volume to their support over the years. And they supported me when I was a nobody, when the YouTube channel only just got started, but it's huge, and we hope to do more things with TF as well. Thank you Liquid Molly for the lubrication support. Engine's been really strong, reliable, no problem at all. Thank you VP for the best MS1 line for the car. Always, you crack a can open, you know what you're gonna get, and that's why we chose VP for reliability. Thank you Garrett for the GTX 3076R Gen 2 turbo that we won since Coda Super Lap last year. Since we won this year, I think we won another one, so I gotta call my guys at Garrett for another one. Thank you Larry Chen for blessing the car. Thank you Gridlife for the party at Road America. This weekend's torn a lot of our friends' cars up, and it kind of hurts me to see, especially GLTC and such, but I think for us in Time Attack, it's been as smooth as it could go in Coupe, and nobody had any major offs. Congrats to Ferris for 204. 204s on this track is literally GTLM time. He did put coolant down on his fastest lap, which is why I had that skid in turn 6. So if I didn't have that, I'd be 16s. Man, fuck you, Ferris. You fucked my 216s up. I blame it on you.
Street mod in the S2000. It's green. Running 222.596. Sir Alex Moss.
Woo!
And with a P2, the 221 587 blew the trans on this lap. Mike Amick.
That's a Subaru.
Out front, a strong performance. P2 of the weekend overall. P1 Street Mod with a 217.453. Mr. Jackie Dang. Very good, dude. Very good. That is freaking fast, man. That is fast. I love it. Great job, buddies. Street Mod. 217, 221, 222. You guys need to slow down. I'm getting scared. It's a little fast.
Me too.
And
buddy.
what a great
Good
class,
life,
too. Super
premium
fun.
hot tub
Great
water.
people. 304 Street Modified up next in the STI with 341 Mike Amick. And he didn't run this weekend, but the car was here. The boogeyman of 347 points, Eric Dewey DeWitt. He too. And 400 points out front, Jackie Ding, P1 for the season. Season points for Street Modified. 341, 347, and 400.
3, 2, 1. That's nice. So proud of you.
And also
Fucking finally. First championship we've ever won. Congratulations.
The best fit.
How do you feel?
Matt Williams. It's just the best fit because we called it.
It's a really cheap trophy, but I fucking love it. Best cheap trophy
Great
ever.
job, guys.
Yeah, we worked really hard for this one. Really did.
And Matt, thanks for instructing and all
Thank you.
that. So
Great
far.
season. Harder! Jump harder!